Are you drowning in a sea of AI apps? You've got screens flashing, the clock is spinning faster than ever, and you're just trying to keep your head above water. Every day, a new AI tool pops up promising to change your life, but all you feel is more confused and further behind. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose, right? You see all these chaotic logos flying around, and you think, where do I even start? The promise was a smarter, faster workflow, but the reality is just noise. This isn't just about feeling overwhelmed. This is about real consequences. Think about the hours you've lost trying to figure out which tool does what. Think about the money you're leaving on the table because you can't harness this power effectively. I see so many freelancers, creators, and professionals checking their bank accounts, seeing nothing but empty notifications. We can literally visualize a graph of your week, with hours just draining away into this black hole of AI research. It's frustrating, and honestly, it's demoralizing. You're told this is the future, but it feels more like a punishment. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah is a freelance writer, talented and hardworking. She heard all the buzz about using AI to write better proposals and land more clients. So she dived in. She tried one tool for brainstorming, another for drafting, a third for grammar, and a fourth for, well, she wasn't even sure. The result, her proposal sounded robotic, generic, and completely lacked her unique voice. She spent more time wrestling with the AI, trying to edit its bizarre suggestions, than she would have spent just writing the thing herself. On one side of the screen, you have the AI churning out nonsense, and on the other, you have Sarah, head in her hands, completely defeated. Does that sound familiar? The biggest mistake I see people make is what I call tool hopping. It's the shiny object syndrome of the AI world. You jump from one app to the next, hoping to find a magic bullet that will solve all your problems instantly. But here's the secret. The problem isn't the tools. The problem is the lack of a system. Without a clear strategy, you're just a tourist in the land of AI, wandering aimlessly. You are focusing on the what tool to use instead of the why and the how. Why are you using this tool? And how does it fit into a repeatable process that actually gets you results? The second critical mistake is trying to do too much. You see someone on social media using 10 different AIs in their workflow, and you think you need to do the same. But that is like a beginner chef trying to cook a 5-course meal with every gadget in the kitchen. You end up with a mess. You don't need a dozen different tools to be effective. In fact, you need the opposite. You need simplicity. You need focus. You need to master one or two tools that align perfectly with your goals before you even think about adding another. So how do we fix this? How do we turn this chaos into calm, this confusion into clarity? It all starts with one simple, powerful question. What is the one specific outcome I want to achieve? Forget the tools for a second. Are you trying to write a high-converting sales email? Create a viral video script? Analyze a data set for a client report? Get crystal clear on your destination before you even look at a map. Write it down. A clear, one-sentence goal. This is your North Star. Everything else will follow from this single point of clarity. Now, let's declutter your digital workspace. It's time to embrace the mantra. Less is more. Go through your bookmarks, your browser tabs, your app subscriptions. If you haven't used an AI tool in the last 30 days, or if it doesn't directly serve that one specific outcome you just defined, get rid of it. Unsubscribe. Delete the bookmark. Close the tab. Imagine your workspace transforming from a chaotic mess into a clean, minimalist desk with just the essentials. A notepad, a pen, and one powerful, well-chosen tool. This isn't about deprivation. It's about focus. It's about giving yourself the mental space to do deep, meaningful work. Okay, you've defined your outcome and decluttered your tools. Now it's time for the system. I call it the 4-step AI workflow. Define, generate, refine, and execute. It's a simple, repeatable process you can apply to almost any creative or professional task. Let's break it down. Step 1 is define. We already talked about this. This is your foundation. What is the specific, measurable outcome? Who is the audience? What is the tone? You feed this crucial context to the AI. Don't just ask it to write a blog post. Ask it to write a 100-word blog post for beginner photographers with a friendly and encouraging tone, explaining the exposure triangle. The quality of your output is directly proportional to the quality of your input. Garbage in, garbage out. Clarity in, brilliance out. Step 2 is generate. Now you let the AI do its thing. Based on your clear definition, you ask it to generate the first draft. This is the raw material. It might be a script outline, a set of email subject lines, or a Python code snippet. The key here is to treat it as a starting point, not the final product. The AI is your super-fast, slightly weird junior assistant. It is there to get ideas on paper quickly so you are not staring at a blank page. Step 3 is the most important. Refine. This is where you come in. This is where your expertise, your creativity, and your unique human touch make all the difference. You take the AI's raw output and you shape it. You edit. You fact-check. You inject your personality, your stories, your voice. You challenge the AI suggestions. You ask, is this actually good? Does this sound like me? Does this truly serve my audience? This is the collaborative dance between human and machine. The AI provides the clay. You are the sculptor. And finally, step 4 is execute. You take your refined, polished work and you put it out into the world. You hit publish on the blog post. You send the email. You record the video. And then you measure the results. Did it work? Did you achieve the outcome you defined in step 1? This feedback loop is what makes the system so powerful. You learn what works, what doesn't, and you use that knowledge to make your defined step even sharper the next time around. Define, generate, refine, execute. It's a cycle of continuous improvement. Let's go back to Sarah. After feeling completely burnt out, she decided to try this system. She chose one AI writing assistant she felt comfortable with and ditched the rest. Her goal? Land one new high-paying client this month by writing personalized, value-driven proposals. For her next proposal, she used the define step. She researched the client deeply and wrote a detailed prompt outlining their pain points and how her skills were the perfect solution. Then, she used the AI to generate a first draft. It was okay, a bit generic, but it saved her hours of staring at a blank screen. Then came the magic. In the refine stage, Sarah spent a solid hour injecting her personality. She added a personal anecdote about a similar project, rephrased key sentences to match her confident voice, and added specific, data-backed ideas that the AI could never have come up with. She transformed the generic draft into a compelling, human-centric proposal. She hit send execute. 2 days later, she got a reply. The client was blown away. They said it was the most thoughtful proposal they'd ever received. She landed the contract. Sarah didn't stop there. She turned this into a habit. Every morning, she dedicated 30 minutes to her AI workflow. Define, generate, refine, execute. Her calendar started filling up not just with deadlines, but with wins. She wasn't just working faster. She was working smarter. Her income doubled in 3 months. The best part, the anxiety was gone. The feeling of being overwhelmed was replaced by a sense of calm control. Her workspace, once a symbol of chaos, was now her command center for success. This isn't a fantasy. This is what happens when you stop chasing tools and start building a system. It's about taking back control from the technology and making it work for you, on your terms. You have the power to turn this overwhelming wave of AI into a current that carries you forward, faster than you ever thought possible. All it takes is a clear goal, a simple system, and the discipline to stick with it. So, here's my challenge to you. Today, right now, pick one area of your work that feels overwhelming. Define one specific outcome you want to achieve. Declutter your digital space and commit to one primary tool. Then for the next week, apply the define, generate, refine, execute workflow. See what happens. You might be surprised at how quickly the chaos subsides and the clarity emerges. You can do this. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you find some clarity in the AI chaos, a like on this video would mean the world to me. And be sure to subscribe for more practical strategies to help you work smarter, not harder. See you in the next one.